Hello, I'm at the top of Col du Galibier and I feel like I'm on top of the world. Today we're doing the Marmotte route. We've got Télégraphe, Galibier, Alpe d'Huez and Glandon. Sit back, enjoy, check it out.
This is Tom and Rich looking resplendent on the lower slopes of the Galibier. Today we were tackling the Marmotte route, one of the most famous Grand Fondos in Europe. The official route starts from the bottom of Alpe d'Huez. For logistics, we started it from the bottom of the Télégraphe and then tackled the Galibier, Alpe d'Huez and Glandon. It's a magnificent route, 185 kilometres, 5,300 metres of elevation, 4 cols. The Marmotte is a real challenge. It's a special mixture of emotion, fatigue and glorious suffering, all steeped in the history of some of the most famous climbs on the Tour de France.
Coming to you live from the top of Alpe d'Huez, and I am close to tapping out on this one. So up first for us is Télégraphe, about 12 kilometres. Then you have a bit of a descent and into the Galibier. Télégraphe is alright, it's about 800 metres, 7%, and some people count it as one climb, a Télégraphe and the Galibier, which is about 36 kilometres. But if you break it up into two, it's a bit more manageable in your head. Right, let's crack on. It's already pretty magical just on the lower slopes. Just gives you a sense of what it's going to be like the higher we get up. A lot of the Télégraphe is pretty shaded. It's through like a wooded section or a forest if you like. It's pretty good to cool down on. Start with a bit of a steady one. It's going to be hot today! That's the Télégraphe done. Nice one to start the day. Bit of a descent to Galibier and up to the Galibier.
The Galibier sits at an elevation of 2,642 metres. Its scale is vast and it dwarfs even the most imposing mountain passes elsewhere in the Alps. The first time the Galibier featured in the Tour de France, on July 10, 1911, only 3 riders got their single speed bikes up the old track to the summit without walking. Thankfully, we fared a little better than that today.
That's the lower slopes of the Galibier done. You see it winding its way up, mountain up there, up the hairpins. This is the best part coming up now. Let's do it. Oh, Galibier is just peak Alps. Massive mountain, hairpins, a lack of oxygen, and loads of cyclists. Oh, fantastic.
The highest slopes of the Galibier are truly breathtaking. There's often snowbanks right up until midsummer, adding to the mystique. You constantly peer over your shoulder and wonder how you've climbed so high in such a relatively short space of time. Once you've summited, you're greeted by a yellow jersey on the first hairpin down, and then the descent is a treat. You need to take some care, as it's fast and ideally you want to avoid hurtling over the side of a mountain. But the views alone are worth the price of admission your legs have paid on the climb to the summit. Doing the route the way we do so, you'll hit the bottom of the Galibier and then have a long descent to Alpe d'Huez. It's what I'd class as a pedalling descent, especially into a headwind. We stuck our powerhouse Rich on the front and tasked him with pulling us down the mountain at what felt like warp speed despite the headwind.
Hi, I'm Will. I'm really strong and I ride really easy. I'm not even pedaling right now. My friends are dying.
We've just hit the bottom of Alpe d'Huez, so 2 more big climbs to go. Last time me and Tom were here, we did do an effort up here, didn't we, to set a time. Don't think that's going to happen today. Did think in my mind about doing an effort, but the reality has set in that it's 40 degrees and we're on an 8-hour day. So we'll get some B-roll. We'll have fun, and we'll check in a bit. Say hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
Alright, so first few hairpins done. We've done Alpe d'Huez. It's such an iconic climb. I don't think it's actually the nicest to ride. I mean, it can be quite busy, as you can see. You've got to come and do it once in your life, but there are better climbs to do in the Alps. Each hairpin is, I think, named after someone who's won a stage up here in Tour de France, I think. So we've just gone past Bernard Hinault's hairpin, and we've now got about 7.8k to go.
The latter half of Alpe d'Huez is where, for me, the climb comes alive a bit more. You start to see the village come into sight, and if you've got any legs left, you can get your head down and power your way to the summit as the gradient eases.
Two and a half k to go. I am suffering now.
The last kilometre or so of the climb winds through the village itself. If you haven't done it before, it's helpful to have your map up, because otherwise, like me, there's a good chance you'll end up taking the wrong turn at the end.
That's Alpe d'Huez done. I'm pretty sure I went the wrong way at the top again. First time I came up here I took the wrong turning, and I'm pretty sure I took a different wrong turning this time. So that's 2 times, and I don't actually think I've completed the segment properly either time. But yeah, that was tough. That was real tough. So hot. So hot. Thomas, how are your legs?
Yeah, not bad. Felt pretty good. Overheated about 20 minutes in, and then got some water and got rid of my apple juice. But yeah, felt pretty alright. Yeah, surprised really.
How did you find Alpe d'Huez this time compared to 2 years ago?
Well, I've done a lot more before it, so it was harder, but my legs felt way better, so that's good.
Not cracked yet then?
Not cracked-ish, yeah.
Not sure whether this is part of the official Marmotte route. We descended a little bit of the Alpe d'Huez and then came off on a tiny road. It's wicked. Look at this. It's nicer than Alpe d'Huez.
This road was an absolute gem. It's an access road through to a small village just below Alpe d'Huez. The surface isn't quite as smooth as the Alpe, but the chance to slow down and take in the views without the traffic more than make up for that.
Look at these
I mean,
views.
we went down on that road, I'd be doing fuck all anyway, so I'll be sat on the wheel.
I think are you trying to do a piece to camera?
It's a proper little hidden gem, this one. The village just off Alpe d'Huez. Look at it. Just gawking at the views at the moment. Just for Glandon to go, and I am paying for my efforts on Alpe d'Huez. I am absolutely cooking.
It's like all you want to do is not crack it.
We are all, to varying degrees, suffering a little bit, and in a rare turn of events, we are riding the last climb together. Tom, how many climbs do you think we've ridden together on this holiday?
At least 0.5 of a climb.
Rich is just suffering a little bit. We're going to wait for him when it flattens off. 10 kilometres of mountain pain to go, and then one descent.
The Glandon feels pretty relentless at the end of a long day. Whilst the scenery and the terrain shifts constantly, the first half is taxing, especially if you're starting to crack, like us. To begin with, you pass through a forest on the lower half before you descend briefly and reach the spectacular Lac de Grand Maison reservoir. Once you've passed the reservoir, you have one final descent where you can catch your breath, before you push on up to the summit. The route splits from the Croix de Fer at the summit for a brutal, steep, final push, but the summit rewards you with breathtaking panoramic views and a little mountain hut selling coffee and snacks. On a clear day, you can even catch sights of Mont Blanc, located 90 kilometers away.
Here we are at the top of the Glandon. That's all the climbing done. Leave you with the last bit of descending footage and we'll wrap it up. Let's get this done.
For the official Marmotte event, the organisers neutralised the Glandon descent. It is relatively steep and can be technical in parts, but take your time and enjoy the spectacular views. For us, it was the end of a long and challenging day in the saddle. I'd love to hear from you in the comments if you've done the Marmotte. Let me know what you think of the route and how you fared on the climbs. Personally, the Galibier is my favourite part of the route. It's unrivaled in terms of the cols you'll tackle, but let me know in the comments which mountain is your favourite or least of the four.
Well, that's the Marmotte route done. Please do remember to like, comment and subscribe because, well, I'm absolutely done. So please do. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.